spoiler warning for RWBY Volume 4. Well, they fixed that pretty well. I think past Fall of Beacon, this volume was amazing.
Yeah. I talked to my...
Noran!
So I've been talking to my friend about some of this RWBY stuff. I think I might have mentioned it in a previous review. But he said that his favorite was Volume 3, and then he felt like Volume 4 was like the weakest one.
Nope!
I do not agree with that at all. Out of the first 4 volumes, by the way, we've also seen Volume 5. I'll do my best not to talk about it. But up to this point, this is like my favorite volume.
Noran!
Let's see if it holds up for Volume 5.
Noran!
Next review. But yeah,
Noran!
we'll get to that. But we're going to follow my discussion points in order because I'm organized for once in my life.
But Noran!
So first I want to just talk about a thing in general something I've been thinking about. Honestly, the Grimm the concept of the Grimm is probably one of my favorite things about RWBY.
We say four reviews in.
Yeah, but it kind of took me processing a while where I'm like, this is probably lore-wise. This is why I'm one of the main reasons I'm invested in the setting of RWBY is because of the Grimm. Because the concept of an enemy that gets stronger the more afraid of it you are is one of the most terrifying things you could that's one of the most terrifying conceivable things.
Yep. Even though by the end of this volume, the last one they fight might as well be a full moon boss from Persona 3.
Yeah, but, what is it? If they several times they'll be in the series they're like, oh, we can't make this public knowledge because it will spread fear throughout everybody, and it's a super common trope that's super overused and stuff. But it's
this one it makes sense.
It has a completely different. It's on a whole nother level in this because if there's terror, there are way more monsters. It's really bad to do that. They cannot afford to do that. So that's a really cool thing. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that for a little while. So let's start talking about the actual Volume 4 now.
Noran!
Okay, we can talk about Ren and Noran because
Noran!
That was up until this point, Ren and Nora are the characters that I'm these characters seem super interesting and fun.
Where their main character role.
And I want to see more of these characters because right now they're just kind of supporting cast.
And we did.
And then they made them main characters. It was awesome. I think the pacing of it was a little bit weird. I think it would be cool. I think it would have been better if they had gone to the flashback part at the beginning of an episode. I feel like that would work better with the pacing. But it worked out well enough.
It might have been an episode in the YouTube runs.
It's possible.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's possible, but I don't know.
Oh my god, they're adorable!
But yes,
Them are adorable.
They're adorable and they're awesome, and they're now my 3rd and 4th favorite characters.
Meanwhile, top 2 for me. I don't freaking care, Dora and Ren. My ship! Freaking kiss already!
I will say, I did not understand what Ren's semblance was until
it didn't really say.
It wasn't until they outright said in Volume 5 what it was that I actually understood what it was. I'm so invisibility, or what is he doing?
Calm mind, I think.
Yeah, which actually makes me think, because the Grimm couldn't detect him once he couldn't detect
If
to
you're
them
fully
once he
calm
did it.
to them.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That's super interesting. So yeah, Red and Nora, super great. Enjoyed it a whole lot. Really, really good to find.
Also, even though it's not showing in the picture, the new designs of the characters, I like.
Yes, they're really.
Even though it's mostly just the main four girls that really got the big ones.
Is like.
I like this. I like this design, but it's still really cool.
It's like Vice is about the same for me, but all the other ones are a step up. Ruby's like 3 steps up. Like,
Yang continues to go higher on the tier list.
It's like Ruby went from like the best one to wait, how is this much better?
Yeah, remember how when you said Yang wasn't that good, and she continues to rise in your tier list?
By this point, Yang is actually a character that I would say I actively like. She's like a well above average character for me at this point.
Yeah!
Okay, there it goes.
Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, Ruby continues to be super awesome. She's
the character, not the show.
My second favorite character.
We mean the character, not the show,
Yeah,
even though the show is still amazing.
She's probably my second favorite character.
Well, we all know who your favorite one is, don't you, you little Neko?
So, Jean. What do you think of Jean? Okay, the scene where he was like trading with
the recording.
Yeah, that hurt. That was like probably
the ship that died before
as much as I loved the Red and Nora stuff, that might have been my favorite scene in the volume.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That was a ship that I was definitely for since Volume 1. And it didn't even get out of port, but oh my god, it's so freaking sad!
Yeah. Yeah, Sean is very slowly making his way up.
And he goes up higher in Volume 5, but that's for later.
Tyrion!
Scorpion dude.
He's pretty cool. He's very cool. He's not like super awesome villain, but he's definitely I enjoyed him, and he's like he's distinct. He has very distinct personality and fighting style and stuff. He's nothing that's like, oh my gosh, this is the best villain ever, but he definitely does his job and he does it well.
He nearly killed Crow!
Yeah, that was cool too. So yeah, Tyrion, pretty good. Cinder.
Better when she doesn't talk.
Cinder was for those of you who didn't like, if I didn't explain this super well before, up until this point I was pretty whatever about Cinder. She was just she existed.
Traitor.
Now I'm like, wow, I actually like, this character's actually kind of interesting to me. And it's like, I think it's because I've like, in this volume you get to see her when she's like not in control of the situation.
Yeah.
And it's just really interesting to see her in that position.
And also freaking pissed at Ruby.
Yeah. Salem. She looks cool, I guess.
When are you going to do something?
Yeah, she's pretty bad in this volume. Let's talk about the grim of this volume with Ren, which I found out is called the Knucklavee? Knucklavee?
You mean that Headless Horseman one?
Yeah.
The one that looks like a full moon Persona 3 boss?
Yeah, that thing is pretty cool, and I think they did a really good job at like building it up and having a really good fight with it.
Honestly, I'm more I'm usually more scared of build-up of monsters than monsters themselves.
But they did a pretty good job of like making him intimidating
Yeah.
during the fight, because like he has like a whole like
Yeah, it's like an
gets,
actual
flying out unexpected things, and you're like, what else can this thing do?
Yeah, it's a boss fight. It's a freaking Dark Souls boss fight.
Alright, the Schnees.
I'm the
So what's-
proper son.
Well, Whitley is.
He's
like,
gonna become a villain at some point.
I really hope so. I want to see Whitley be like a major villain. I will love it. Like he's like one of those types of villains that I just like. Give me more of this. He's such a great character. He's such a great villain, and having like a personal thing with one of the main characters just adds that extra bit.
That's how it always works.
Yeah. It's so good. And then her dad, Jacques, he's awful in a good way. They're pretty great villains. I hope to see more of them.
If he tried to sell her off, he would pretty much be Okumura.
So yeah. Weiss, and then their butler is cool, but he's only there for, he's like a fairly minor character, but he's pretty cool, and it kind of adds to...
Weiss, there's
Weiss's
a window
character.
right there. Just break it.
It kind of adds to Weiss's character a fair bit. Like it was really cool to see, like, what, like, the family that Weiss was brought up in. It kind of helped us understand, like, why she is the way she is, and it's...
Yeah, cold to everyone.
But then she has a
Queen.
butler that is kind of like why she still has that soft
Yeah.
side to her. So that is really cool. It kind of... I'm starting to get Weiss as a character a bit more. She's still kind of like... She's out of the top four, she's still my least favorite at this point, but... I mean, she's
Wow,
pretty cool.
Yang went fast.
I think
like-
my last volume they were about tied, and this one pushed her above Weiss. At
Yep.
this point. Blake!
Yep.
She's my favorite character!
Alright.
And then she got rid of the bow, and I was sad, but then I was like, wait a second. Cat ears! Yay!
Freaking furry.
I like
So what you're saying is that for your birthday you want me to buy you some animal ear clip-ons. Got it.
No. She's got... We finally got to see... near the beginning, like when they were fighting the sea monster thing,
Yeah.
we finally got what I felt like was like an actual cool showcase of Blake's fighting abilities, which is really cool. Like after like Volume 3, not seeing much of Blake and feeling like Blake didn't really do way too much. Seeing that, I was like, okay, yes, that is what I needed. This is the recovery I needed.
And then her boyfriend! You know what's gonna happen.
I don't want to like Sun. But they're making it hard. They did a really good job with Sun in this volume. And I'm very begrudgingly starting to like him. I'm not happy about it, but I
must allow
will
the ship.
probably...
The blonde will happen. Blonde will happen.
So then we get to like Blake's parents and stuff. We didn't see like a whole lot of them, but her mom is kind of like just kind of there, I guess. But her dad is
Muscle Man. Muscle Man Mayor,
and
boy.
it's also pretty funny. I enjoy him being like I don't like that guy about Sun. I'm like,
You were
yes,
exactly the
thank you.
same.
I'm like, yes, thank you. Somebody's saying it finally. Yeah, definitely. I'm like, oh, they're introducing a main character's parents. There's a.
I'm sensing Disney
I-
vibes.
I'm sensing a decrease in a certain someone's life expectancy.
I'm sensing Disney essence.
Yes. By the way, I just want to say, there, like,
Oh, the song stopped when you said
the
that.
one, like the one, the thing that, like the direction they took Blake's character like in this volume. Honestly, like that was like very related to something that I've been dealing with recently in my own life. So that was, it's kind of like, it kind of like.
Pretty much every
my,
character in this volume was what's the reason to go on, finding their reason to go on and continue.
But like specifically for Blake, it was like being being able to rely on your friends, and I'm like, I need to do that more, actually. Like that's, yeah. I mean, you're probably one of the ones that I rely on more than others.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah, Blake's super cool. Best character.
Nora.
No, it's very good.
She's not my queen of the castle.
Yang, there's like a lot of inner character moments with Yang. It's kind of just like more of the same that I was really liking about Yang. And we got to see some of her dad too, some of her and Ruby's dad, which is
More Ty.
cool. Yeah.
More
It's pretty cool.
Ty to bond the family together.
So yeah, Yang is very cool. Looking forward to seeing.
She also took Coco's sunglasses, I see.
And then it was like she goes out, she's like about to leave, she's like gets on her motorcycle and I'm like, wait, she has a motorcycle? Oh yeah, she has a motorcycle.
He's had it since the trailer.
I know, but she hasn't used it since like volume 1, maybe early volume 2.
Yeah, she did it in volume 2 during the chase scene.
It's been a while. Is my point. But yeah, Yang, super cool.
Where the hell is Neo?
Neo's still absent. And then there's Oscar and Ozpin.
Well, there goes that spoiler.
Interesting.
There's a reason we did have that at the beginning.
Ozpin, yeah. I'm like, okay,
Explained in volume 5.
yeah, but it's kind of like at this point, it's just kind of like, this is an interesting development, but I'm not sure where this is going. So it's kind of like, let's just put a pin in that. Don't have really a whole lot to say about it, to be honest.
Volume 5 goes into it more. We'll talk about it in volume 5.
So, yeah, it's about what we got.
So, tier list on the volumes so far, between 1 and 4?
I'd say 4 is my favorite.
I'd say 2. 2 because of the food fight and comedy. 3 because of the fall of Beacon, and then 1.
Yeah, it's like
1 is not bad, but
yeah,
fall of Beacon and food fight scenes just they pass.
RWBY Volume 1 is like comparing RWBY Volume 1 to the other volumes is like comparing Avatar Season 1 to the other to Season 2 and 3. It's like
it's a Season 1.
The first one, it's good, but it just steps up so much after that it's not even a comparison.
Which is why we use the Volume 1
4,
song.
2, 3, 1, although 3 is very close to 2. 3 is very close behind 2.
Yeah, but I think the food fight sequence just beats out, and Volume 3 just kind of has the follow beacon, and everything else is just kind of like, yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
See you guys next time for Volume 5!
Yeah.